Hello labs, you are warmly welcome to another lesson with Bellevue PF. In lesson 6, we are going to study possessive adjectives and pronouns. And so if you are interested in knowing them and knowing how they function, then continue watching. Possessive adjectives are words that come directly before a noun. So in these examples, we have stylo and voiture. They are the nouns, and then the words coming before them are the possessive adjectives. Mon and sa, mon stylo, my pen, sa voiture, her car. Now, the big question is, how do we get to use possessive adjectives in French correctly? In English language, which is common to most of us, the possessive adjectives are my, your, his, her, our, and their. Nonetheless, the French possessive adjectives are quite many. This is because possessive adjectives agree in gender and in number. That is to say that we are supposed to consider the state of the noun, whether it is feminine or masculine, plural or singular. Mind you, the gender and number we are talking about here does not suggest the state of the speaker, but that of the noun being talked about. Therefore, when you are dealing with possessive adjectives, you have to forget your own gender, whether you are feminine or masculine. You have to forget about that one and focus on the gender of the noun you are talking about. So, for example, his sister, sa sœur. So, when we look at this example, his obviously suggests that it is a guy's sister. However, we use sa, which is a feminine possessive adjective. This is because we are talking about sister, which is a feminine noun in French. Okay, so this is because we've forgotten the gender of the his and we are focusing on the main person being talked about, which is sister. And sister is feminine, hence sa. So here is a simplified table of all the possessive adjectives we have in French. So here we have the English possessive adjectives as I already mentioned, and then here are the personal pronouns in French. Je, I, tu, you, il ou elle, he and she, nous, we, vous, you in the plural sense, and then you and elle are they. Yes, so this mon, ma, and me mean my. They all mean the same thing. This my here. So ma is used for feminine singular nouns when you are talking about yourself. So for example, my car, ma voiture. Since voiture is a feminine noun, you will go for ma instead of mon or me. Now to the me. Me is used for plural nouns, regardless of the gender, whether it's masculine or feminine. You just, since it's plural, just go for me. Now the next one is tu. So tu, you. Ton, ta, and te mean your. Just that they are used for different nouns depending on the state of the noun. So when it's masculine singular or it begins with a vowel or with a silent H, we use ton. When the noun is a feminine singular noun, we take ta, and then when it is plural, we take te. Then we come to il and elle, she and he. The possessive adjectives are his and her. Son for masculine singular nouns, nouns beginning with vowels and then with the silent H, and then sa for feminine singular nouns, and then se for plural nouns, and then nous, we, our. So the singular masculine singular noun and the feminine singular nouns take the same thing, notre. So our house, notre maison. Yes, when you are talking about our, you say notre. When it is in the plural sense, we take nos maisons. When the houses are many, our houses, nos maisons, and then your. So vous is you in the plural form, and then its possessive pronouns are votre, votre, and vos. So the votre does not regard the gender. It just takes the same form when you're talking about the masculine singular nouns and then the feminine singular nouns. So votre maison, votre voiture, votre chapeau, like that. But when you're talking about the plural sense, we go for vos maisons, when the houses are many, as I said. And then the last one is U and L, they. So dia. The same thing here, leur and leur, they do not change. They are the same, regardless of the gender. So when it's feminine, you still use this leur. When it is masculine, you use the same leur. So leur chat, their cats. When the cats are many, we go for this leur with an S at the end. Leur. So here are a few examples to help you understand the possessive adjectives better. So the first one is Papa a une voiture. Father has a car. Car is obviously a feminine noun. And so you would forget about father who is masculine and then replace use sa. So c'est sa voiture. It is his car. The second example. Les enfants ont fait leurs devoirs avant d'aller jouer. The children did their homeworks before going to play. So homeworks are plural, and then the children are obviously they did their homework. So their homeworks are plural, so leurs devoirs. The next one is j'ai deux frères. I have two brothers. Ce sont mes frères. They are my brothers. You see je here as I talked about it in the table. So definitely it is mon, ma, or me. And then the frère is a plural noun. So you don't have to think about the rest. Forget about the gender and just take me. The last one is elle a un chapeau noir. She has a black hat. C'est son chapeau noir. She, son. Chapeau is masculine. Obviously, son. So now to the possessive pronouns. In English, the possessive pronouns are mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, yours, and theirs. In French, we have a wide range of them. And this is because we have to respect the gender and then, and then the plural, the number of the word. So, for example, when you're talking about mine, which is obviously je, le mien for masculine nouns, la mienne for feminine nouns, les miennes for masculine plural nouns, and then les miennes for feminine plural nouns. So this is the plural form of this, and then this is the plural form of la mienne. As simple as that. When you're talking about tu, yours, c'est le tien. When you're talking about masculine singular nouns, c'est la tienne. When you're talking about feminine singular nouns, les tiennes and les tiennes when you're talking about the plural form, and then you choose between these two depending on the gender of the noun. The same thing applies to le sien, le sien, la sienne, les siennes, and les siennes. And then ours, le nôtre, la nôtre, les nôtres, and les nôtres, like that. So you just take these articles, le and la, just to differentiate between these two. So le for masculine, la for feminine, les nôtres with s for masculine plural, and then les nôtres for feminine plural. The same thing for the plural forms. And then take note that this accent circumflex here differentiates the nôtre here, the possessive pronoun nôtre, from the possessive adjective nôtre. So if you make a mistake and put this one there when you're talking about the adjectives, you might give a different meaning. So take note. And then yours, the vous form, which is yours, the many people, yours, is le vôtre, la vôtre, les vôtres, and les vôtres. Now, the final one is DS, il ou elle, DS. So, le, leur, la leur, les leurs, and les leurs. So here are a few examples to better your understanding of possessive pronouns. So the first example is c'est mon sac. This is a possessive adjective. Mon. It tells you that sac is a masculine noun. So if you want to say the bag is mine, c'est le mien. It is mine. And then the next one, c'est sa voiture. It is his car, her car, depending on the person you're talking about. So it is his car. C'est sa voiture. Voiture is feminine. That's why we used sa. So sa here tells you that it is talking about you or elle. Hers, his, like that. So c'est la sienne. It is hers. It is his. So la sienne because voiture is feminine. So forget about who owns the car and think about the gender of the car before choosing whether to use le sien or la sienne. And then the next one is voici notre chambre. Voici notre chambre. Here is our room. So c'est la nôtre. Chambre is a feminine noun. Okay, so la nôtre instead of le nôtre. So here, vous avez beaucoup d'habits. You have a lot of clothes, many clothes. So since you have many clothes, you here, vous, your, yours, like that. But abi is plural, okay? So you don't even have to worry yourself about the gender of abi, whether it is feminine, whether it is masculine. So you just take le vôtre, and then you are done. Now to the vocabulary of the day. The vocabulary of the day is pantalon, trousers. So pantalon is a masculine noun. And so if I want to say my trousers, I'll say mon pantalon. Your trousers, ton pantalon. Her trousers, his trousers, son pantalon. Like that. So le pantalon est le mien. The trousers is mine. So do well to keep the vocabulary in mind. Continue using the possessive pronouns to be able to get a better understanding of how they are used. Also leave your comment down below for me to know how you understand the lesson. Ask any question if there's any. So this brings us to the end of today's lesson. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching. Bye.